It is totally none of my business if an unbeliever gets into a relationship or even decides to get married to someone without asking God about it. But it is my full business. Like, I'm making them a concern if a believer, a child of God, does the exact same thing. All right? Because why? Could make sense. You see, it's not gelling. All right? So, hi guys, welcome back to Love Corner. Today we're gonna be talking about why are you not asking God about that relationship? Why are you not asking God about that relationship? Why? You see, when you do such, it shows how irrelevant you think God's opinion is in that area of your life. All right? Yes, God will not choose this person for you. He would not force somebody down your throat, but He should definitely have something to say about that person that you've chosen, definitely. And some of us actually do this very thing unconsciously, whereby you feel like, oh, I should ask God if I'm gonna get a job, I should invite God in a situation if I'm buying a house, or if I have very big life problems. But when it comes to relationship, hey, I got this one, it's a matter of the heart. I mean, if I see a girl I like, if I see a guy that I that I just love, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I don't need to ask God about it. You don't even think that that's a thing, but it is a thing. Have you heard stories about people's life turned upside down because they entertained and got involved with someone that they should have probably just walked past? They should have just said, hi, hello, bye, hey. But instead they went, oh my God, I love you. You like me. Let's do this. Let's rub minds. Let's rub shoulders and body. And they regretted it. So I don't know why, as a believer, you have a God who is omniscient. He knows all things, literally, and you can go to Him and say, God, Daddy, Abba, can you look at this person for me? Is this person someone who is good for me, my purpose, someone who you've like, okay, my daughter, my son, you can go ahead. Why won't you do that? And for some of us, it is because probably that person you just met is kind of rushing you. You're like, oh my God, I love you. I just know it. Like from the very first day I met you, I knew you were the one. I want to marry you. And a lot of us will go, oh my God, I love a guy that knows what he wants. I love a woman who is bold and courageous. All right, and they love bombing you. They're like perfect. They're good, at least from what you see. So you feel like it doesn't, I mean, they look good on paper and they kind of look good in real life. So I don't see the reason why I should probably consult God about it. Don't allow yourself to be rushed by the other person. I don't care if you're sure about me. You better make sure that you are sure too. Some of them might also come tell you, oh, God told me you're my wife. Or you might say, oh, God told me you're my husband. Oh, well and great. But you know what? God hasn't told me. And He can tell me because I'm His child too. And God has no problem repeating Himself. Do you see the story of Mary? When the angel came to talk to her and Joseph was like, hey, I think I might need to, just disengage you and cut off this engagement. God had no problem sending an angel again to talk to Joseph. Even with the story of Samson, God had sent an angel to talk to the mother first. And then when the mother told the dad was like, you know what? God should probably send this man again so He can tell us how to take care of this child. And God did. God has no problem repeating Himself and sending several messages. So if He told you I'm your spouse, He can tell me too. Okay? So don't let those things confuse you or make you go, oh, there's no point introducing God or asking God about this thing. So take time to consistently ask God about that relationship until He says something, and don't make a lifetime commitment. And sometimes the response it's going to give you is wait. And sometimes it's just going to flat out tell you it's a no-no. All right? Now the ball is in your court. Are you going to obey and wait? Or you're going to go, Daddy says no, so bye. All right? The question for you is, how valuable is God's counsel and opinion in your life? Or do you think marriage is something that you shouldn't have to ask God about? It's something that you can just decide. All right, that's something you should probably think about. So that next time you get into a relationship, or you're probably in a relationship right now that you are yet to ask God about. You've told everybody. You've asked your parents. You've asked your friends. But for some reason, you didn't think. It probably just skipped your mind. Take this as a reminder to do what? Ask God about it before you proceed. All right, everyone, thank you so much. And that's all I have for you today. I will see you on the next one. Remember, this is what? Love Corner. Bye.